Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Let me introduce y'all to the first edition of Lala Stories. I got 1 million of them, man. Can't even count, man, on one hand. Bunch of them, man, but you already know the count. We're gonna start with this one. No particular order, gang. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Being on Lawrenceville was nuts when it came to the Lala. I ain't gonna hold y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because it was so much Lala up there, man. When I say Lala everywhere, it was everywhere. I'm telling you, man. Y'all think I'm joking, man. I'm talking about I stopped messing with the Lala to get to Lawrenceville so I can mess with the Lala. And I know that sounds crazy, but I stopped messing with the Lala on Sussex too. Y'all know the story. I had to get up off there, man. I promise y'all, I was like 2 years almost without the Lala. Year and change game without the Lala. Man, I got to Lawrenceville, man. Man, got back to that Lala, man. Asked dude one question. Hey, they be putting it in a cup in this joint? My homeboy was like, man, nobody care about that, man. Pass me the Feezy game. Ever since then, I was going full throttle on Lawrenceville because I saw that the Lala wasn't a major penalty. Like, God forbid if you selling it. It's a thing that's going on up there, man. Like, it's just too much for them to stop. They couldn't stop the Lala that come through there. When I tell y'all, it was everywhere, man. I'm talking about everywhere. Like, you can buy it, you can keep it, you can get it. It was just access to it right then and there. So I became one of those type of people that was an everyday Lala head. I'm everyday. And if I don't have it every day, I'm gonna be cranky, man. I'm gonna be real cranky, man. I'm gonna let y'all know I'm gonna be real cranky, man. So like, I will make sure I will be extra careful, man, around times like this, because at a time like this, what I'm talking about in Lawrenceville, I'm trying to move around the little police dude, the sergeant dude that hate my guts. This guy come to the building, may become Alonzo of training day for no reason. He used to be dirty. Now he want to come be a cop. I didn't get his motives, man, but it was on his hit list. For some reason, he added me to his hit list. So I had to move right, because he never could catch me. He noticed that I was one of the smart Lala heads. A lot of them dumb Lala heads that was in there, he was knocking them easy. He was kicking they doing, stumbling across what they doing. He was winning easy off them. Me, he started seeing when he shake me and ball head down, he was coming up empty game. Won't finding nothing, man. So I had to maneuver around this guy, man. But yet still, the Lala still got to get messed with, man. So that's what I did. I will move careful around him just so I can make sure that I can continue messing with the Lala still. Now, the sacrifice to mess with the Lala when he's working, and he works in the morning time, the sacrifice for that was that you can't mess with the Lala in the daytime. Like, you don't even want to go outside wreck and mess with the Lala and got to walk past them smelling like Lala. When I tell you this man coming, this man was coming, y'all. So boom. Y'all think it's a game, but I'm dead serious, man. I'm talking about he coming. All jokes aside, he ain't gonna be touring around. He gonna come in your cell, he gonna kick it in, he gonna shake it down. Now, if he don't find nothing, he don't find nothing. But he always tries his hand. That's what he gonna do. Everybody hated this guy, man. Like you used to have to be like when because they'll have off days and stuff. So he'll work, then he'll have off days, then it'll fall like his weekend, he off for the weekend. Then we'll have the weekend away from him. Like it used to be like a major like relief when he's gone. It was a major relief when he's gone, man. So long story short, so you had to move right around this man. You had to move right, man. Like, and that's just what it was. So that's what I'm doing. I'm moving right, man. I'm being a Lala head to the fullest, but I'm moving right. I'm just sacrificing when he's working. I'm moving like this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing this. So what I used to do, man, was crazy. It wasn't crazy, but pause this, y'all, because it ain't, you know, but I got to keep it a band with y'all. Y'all know the count game, but pause this. When he used to work, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I wouldn't want to have a lot of things. But I wouldn't want to be locked in the cell on the last lockdown when he goes home with nothing either. Like, that's how much I'm gagging. Like, I gotta have something. Even though I'm not messing with it, I gotta have something. So y'all know this is around the time where the loud pack is lit. Like, this is loud pack time. So like, the loud pack stinks. Y'all already know it stinks out here still. Y'all already know how it is. So any false move trying to get the Lala like around him, he gonna smell it. He'll even smell it if you got it on you. Like if you was moving with the Lala, you was going down messing with him. Not only was you going down, like he was trying to take you all the way, put you under the jail, get you shipped. He was trying to knock cell phones off. He was an all-around maniac. He was really trying to put you under the jail. He won't turn around. He was trying to knock cell phones off. He was trying to get you out of here. He was trying to get you out of here, sent to the upper room, man. So like, you had to be disciplined, man. So like I say, I used to always have a little something, but I wouldn't have it in my pocket because sometimes he would dip. They be like, yo, they'll be like, yo, he dipped off, yo, he working, he shot to the child hall, now he in the child hall. There'll be a time dudes will mess around too real quick shot. That's only if you was fiend out like me. So I just would keep a little bit on me, man, basically, man. But I would have it cheap. Pause, I'm sorry. I would have it cheap. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It'll be cheap because I'm not messing with this guy. I'm not messing with this guy, man. I'm not trying to have him tear my stuff off and I be looking stupid. Now, what I have on me is what I have. I don't have a pack at this particular moment. What I have is the end of a pack. That's what I have on me at this particular moment. Like probably about this much. Probably about a nick, a street nick. But y'all know we rolling small joints. Y'all, we rolling small feezies. Y'all already know they count. So I got about a street nick. So I'm like, I'm going to cheat the jank, man, because this dude is a psycho. So when he left, he went to the child hall before they count and clear. So they was like, yo, when count was clear for the child hall, they was like, yo, he's still down there. So I uncheat the jank. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stand by for child. So right when they was like stand by for child, they was like, yo, he coming back down the boulevard. So I cheat the joint again. Pause this, y'all, please. I cheeked it again, man. As soon as I did that, they said, exit off a child. Exit off a child. Everybody exit off a child game. I slid. I got about dip. You know what I mean? Moving. Get over that joint, man. It's my word, man. They had the freaking... They had the fish game in that joint. The two fish fillet game with the tartar sauce game. You know what I mean? They had that in there with the cookout beans. You know what I mean? I forgot the name of the beans, but that's what the tray was. So everybody went, crushed the tray. Everybody went. I went over there and crushed. Everybody crushed. Everybody went over there and crushed. We go over there. We talking drunk. I crushed. So as we was in the chow, I was waiting on my homeboy. He was taking forever. So I went and got me something to drink. So I had got the drink to the little cooler, filled the drink up, start hitting the Kool-Aid again. I'm hitting the joint. As I'm hitting the joint, I'm like, man, I turn around and look. As soon as I look, I promise you, man, like my stomach just started feeling like it just, I don't know. It was just something. I don't know if it was the fish, the greasy fish. I don't know what it was. It's just like, you know, that feeling you get like, pause, like it ain't like you, I might got to use the bathroom, do number 2. Nah, it was the sharp jank. It was the sharp pain. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It was the sharp jank. My word, that y'all hit me. I was like, I turned around, see my homeboy. I was like, hey, bro, I'm about to shoot back to me. He was like, I'm coming. I was like, yo, bro, I'm gone. My word, I hit the thing. I get up that hill, y'all, I'm moving. I'm like this. I get up that hill fast. You know, 30 building is the closest building from the child hall. We the farthest going, but coming back, we the closest. So I'm hitting his number, the little hill, boom, right there. Man, dude was about to do a roadblock because still 32 pod still didn't come out. I get to the roadblock. CO was like, hold on, wait. I said, man, I got to do number 2, man. I didn't say that, but I said, I got to do number 2, man. He was like, he looked at me, he saw my face. He seen that I had like a little sweat right here because it was about May. He seen like I won't sweating like, but it was like a little sweat that came like right here. That's where I felt it like, man, I was holding it. I promise you, I was holding it, man. It was one of them joints. I was like, is this a diarrhea? I didn't know what this was. It might be a diarrhea game, y'all. I'm sorry for giving y'all this info, but he let me go. He seen my face. He was like, all right, hurry up. Man, I squeezed through all the people that's coming out from 32 pod and get to my pod. The lady took forever to open the door. I'm hitting the button. Open the door. My word, I'm hitting the button like, man, open the door. Open the door. Open the door. She's taking forever. I'm like, this joint crazy, man. I'm like, man, Lord. So it was after everybody left from 32 pod. She finally let me in. Man, she let me in, man. I promise y'all, man. I ran up them steps. Slid up them joints through the door. I got up them joints fast. She popped my door. Boom. Man, I go in the cell, man. I laced it. You know you gotta lace the toilet when you get in there. I get in the joint, man. That's more time lacing the toilet. I'm trying to lace the joint. I'll put 2 layers. 2 layers. I already got 3 squares. We get another 3. I put it down. Just sat on the toilet. Pause. Sat on the toilet, man. And I used the bathroom, y'all. Man, I had to use the bathroom so bad, man. I promise y'all, man. I had to use the bathroom. Like that junk hurt my stomach so much. I'm talking my stomach was done. And it was one of them joints that I'm on that joint. I'm on that joint for a minute. I'm just, you know what I mean? As I'm using the bathroom, I'm just, because you know when you do number 2, you got a flush game. You can't be doing number 2 around your celly and you don't flush game. You have to flush game, man. Like the flush has to be there, man. You have to flush. I'm flushing that joint, y'all. I'm flushing as I'm using it. I'm like, man, it was the diarrhea shot. It was the diarrhea shot, man. I sat on that joint, man, and it was like it wouldn't stop. It was like it wouldn't stop, man. I'm talking about I was on the toilet all the way up until my roommate came back and knocked on the door, knocked on the joint. Bro was like, hey, you still on the toilet? I'm like, yeah, bro. I was like, I'm about to be finished. Every time I felt like I was about to be finished, it came back again, y'all. So boom. Now, again, I apologize for this info, man, but these are la stories, man. Anything goes. Pause. I promise you, man. I'm like, yo, every time I feel like it's about to be over, it comes back. It comes back, man. So I'm using the bathroom. Like, man, it's crazy. So sit on the toilet. I'm like, man, finally, man, it's over with. I get myself together, man. It was one of them joints, man. I ain't gonna lie. It took a lot of toilet paper game. I'm sorry. It was one of them joints, man. That joint took a lot of toilet paper, man. That joint took a lot of. I was on that joint murdering that stuff. You hear me? I was murdering the bathroom, so I finished. Man, some toilet paper. You know, our toilets take everything. That ain't gonna take it. Whatever we put in there is gonna take. So I get myself together. I get up. I wash my hands. Great. Like I wash my hands with the soap game. Then I wash my hands with the dishwasher liquid. My hands was filthy. That's the word. I wash my hands with dishwasher liquid. I'm like, man, I let myself in. Boom, he get in the joint. He was like, man, you finished, bro? I'm like, yeah, bro. He like, man, you took forever, man. He like, man, put some light. We got the lamp. Like, you know, the lamp game is the thing. It's like a regular lamp that you can buy, you know, like a college dorm. You know, it can clamp. It got the little clamp on the end with the flexing joint. But those were boss items on Lawrenceville. If you have one of those lamps, you was a boss guy because they stopped selling them. So you just got to find them around the compound. And when you do find them, you can use it for your incense burner. You know what I mean? Like you can put a piece of toilet paper, have it upside down, put a piece of toilet paper on that joint, and just sprinkle some oil. Put a little hole in your oil bottle and put some oil in that joint. That joint gonna come up like you just gonna see you gonna see it. Like you gonna see the stuff that's coming up from the light. And it's gonna have your whole room smelling good as a bitch, whatever you got in whatever oil you using. So the lamp game was necessary, man. My roommate came in the junk, hit the joint, like, man, you murdered this junk, bro. God damn. I'm like, man, my bad, bro, my bad. He was like, we about to lock down anyway. So I was like, man, he was like, I'm gonna get the ice. Bro was like, I'm gonna get the ice, bro. We got the ice. I'm just waiting for him, right? So they locking down. You know what I mean? Locking down. I see the CO dude, I see the sergeant dude, you know what I mean, coming to pod. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, I can't wait to heal. I was like, man, like I had that feeling like, man, like I feel empty. Pause. Like I was like, man, I can't wait, you know what I mean, to eat again and hit this feezy when he peel out. Cause I'm like, this the time dudes hit the feezy. So I'm like, man, I see him, he about to dip. So they counted. And he was about to slide, you know what I mean? So they count, he took his time. They were about to dip out, man. I'm just sitting in the junk, man. I'm like, this junk crazy, man. I promise y'all, man. I was like, look, bro was on the door. Bro was like, they went in 31 pod. He was like, they just went in 32 pod. He was like, hold on. He was just watching. I'm like, I ain't touching till this man gone. Because after they count, they take the count somewhere. Like, they gone. My word. So he's sitting there. Bro dipped, bro. Went and looked on his top bunk, bro. Looked on the bed, bro. Was like, oh yeah, they gone, bro. They gone, bro. I was like, shh. I went under my bed. I grabbed a receipt paper. Quick game, y'all. So boom. Word, I'm like this. I'm like, yeah. Yes, sir. Dang. Yeah, bro. I'm like, you got the feezy paper? He like, yeah. I'm like, all right, look. Hold on, bro. I was like, get the joint for the light, man. Like, all right, grab that. I'm like, you sure he gone? He was like, yeah, they went out the back. Like, all right. I was like, that joint crazy. I'm like, shh. Where the tree at? I'm like, checking my pockets. I'm like, no Lala? I'm like, I grab my sweatpants. I'm like, what a Lala? I'm like, hold on, man. This is crazy right here, man. I'm like, this can't be no more Lala. I'm like, so I tell boy, and I say, yo, bro, you seen the Lala, bro? He was like, nah. He jumped down on the bed. He was like, we start searching. He lift the bed up. We look everywhere. He like, check your shoes, check your socks. We check everywhere, y'all. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm checking everywhere, y'all. I'm like, this can't be happening. This freaking can't be happening, man. I'm like, where is it at, man? I'm like, man, we search everything, man. We search everything in the room. I'm talking about we went bananas in there. I'm like, yo, it's not in here, bro. He was like, you think you fumbled it? I was like, man, did I fumble it in the child hall? I said, man, I had to run back and use the bathroom, bro. I said, I don't know if I fumbled it in the child hall or not. I said, I'm trying to think, man. I said, man, I had. He was like, you had to, bro. He said, because it ain't in the cell. He said, you can't straight use the bathroom, right? I was like, yeah. He was like, but you had to fumble it. I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's crazy. He like, damn. He was like, but hold on. said, I thought you said you cheated because Davis was working. I was like, I thought about it, y'all. I was like, ah! So boom. I was mad as shit, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, no, man. I thought about it. You know how you rewind the tape back, the right tape? I rewind the tape back all the way till it was right. I was like, cheek to the child. I had to take a doodle. I had to cheek the whole time because he was working. I was like, I never uncheeked it. I cheeked it before we went to the child. I was like, Lord, man. I said, yo, man, I know I ain't just flushed this, man. That's what I did, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie, man. The Lala went down with the diarrhea. The Lala went down with the diarrhea, man. It was one of my biggest bloopers locked up. It was one of my biggest, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It was one of my biggest. And I know this was a messy story, but it's Lala stories, man. Like, it's a lot of accidents that happen behind the Lala. A whole lot of them, man. And like, when I done that day, man, I told myself, man, I never was gonna do that again, man. Like, that was a major, like, but you be hitting the Lala so much. You messing with the Lala so much. We gotta, like, we losing our minds in that joint. You hear me? We lit every day. I ain't even remember. I cheeked it, man. I flushed the joint down the toilet, man. That was wild, man. Bro was like, bro, you need to stop messing with the Lala, bro. You need to stop messing with the Lala. You wildin', bro. I'm like, bro, I cheeked it and got it out like that. I'm like, yo, like, that joint went down with the very first flush. I flushed 1,000,000 times when I was doing number 2. That Lala went down with the very first flush. Yeah, but that's Lala stories, man. At the end of the day, man, I appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna be back with these, man. You never know when these gonna come around, man. Just make sure y'all turn this up like the rest of them, man. Like, share, and subscribe this from y'all. Let's get it. Let's go, man. But Lala stories, y'all be easy. Let's get it.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart just to open your eyes up.